Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm going to broadcast my debate with an atheist, and this debate is going to be about origin of universe. Let's get into it. And if you can see here, the debate is about origin of universe, Islam versus atheism, and this is the title of the debate. And in fact, I have done it before, but the guy forfeited, so I made it again. So now I have to submit my argument. The next one, 6 days remaining. So these are the criteria. I mean, the parameter for debate: 5 rounds, 2 weeks for the round, 30,000 characters, 6 month voting period, open voting system. These are the rules. And resolution. The resolution is Islamic view and explanation about universe is more acceptable and enough, while atheism do not provide enough information about origin of universe or universe as a whole. And I am pro my stance is Islamic, where I consider Islamic explanation more compelling and acceptable. On he must provide whether his stance or explanation is more compelling and acceptable, being an atheist. Burden is shared. These are some rules: no insult, no forfeit, no trolling, and no word bomb, anything like that. So let's get into the debate. So I gave the definition of Islam, then atheism, then universe, like the cosmos, the 13.7 billion years ago, which was created, 10 billion light year diameter, which we have actually estimated, but it could be long, it could be more. So while Islamic definition for the universe is like we have seven skies, and then there is the seventh is the arsh, then there is kursi, and after that is Allah, like that. So the creator through study and reflection, it is divinely ordered system. Yeah, it is divinely ordered system, often described in Quran term as seventh, and earth governed by God continuous attention. So the pre-assumption is that I assume that atheistic view about the universe is based on whatever information humans have perceived through scientific discovery and knowledge known as science. So let's dive into what they say. Actually, we are going to just take some gist of the topics. The best supported theory of our origin of universe centers on an event known as Big Bang. So the best supported theory in science is Big Bang theory about the origin of universe. Any alternative theory presented or suggested is not considered to be evidential and is not enough or not considered to be more uh, compelling. So if we even take the Big Bang, so and take the theory, what is it? The Belgian priest Georges Lemaitre first suggested in 1920 about the Big Bang theory, where he considered the universe an primordial atom, and we know that that was changed. And later, the Edwin Hubble actually did the observation of the galaxies speeding away from all direction. So then later they found the evidence. I will just quickly tell what were the evidence. The evidence was that they saw that the universe is moving away. In every galaxy in the universe is moving away from each other at a very fast speed. And what they found, what else they found? They found the microwave radiation left behind by the galaxies, which moved away from each other, and that is called cosmic microwave radiation, and also the redshift as well, also known as, I think this is known as redshift. So these two evidence actually gave them the idea that the universe is expanding, and it might have been a position or a time where this universe was so much condensed that it was concentrated at a point where everything is energy, and the volume is zero, and the density is infinite, and the space and time curvature of space and time is also infinite. So this is actually the Big Bang theory, in which it says at the rate of 10 raised to power minus 47 minus 43, uh, actually universe started expanding with the bang, and it is still expanding. So what is the problem here? If we read this, further work has helped clarify the Big Bang tempo. Here's the theory. In the first 10 raised to power minus 43 second of its existence, the universe was very compact, less than a billionth the size of an atom. So it was even smaller than that. But when it has volume zero volume, then how could it be possible to have even a mass? Because atom has mass. Even if you reduce it to billion time smaller, then there would be no mass at all. So I think even the mass was zero, because we know that in the forms of energy, when matter is in the form of energy, it is a massless particle like photon. So I think the mass was even not there, the volume was not there, the density was infinite, and the equation becomes, we know the equation of the density is equal to volume, mass by volume. So here one parameter is actually infinity, the other is probably zero, the other is uh, exactly zero. So it is infinity is equal to 0 by 0, or you can say 1 by 0, or it was 0 by 0 is better, but 1 by 0, then it is the result of that equation, and science lead us to there, which is unexplainable. All the laws are broken, and the fundamental forces of nature, for electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force, and gravity is not non-existent, existent, and they become one force, and all the rules of laws of physics are broken, mathematical equations are incomplete, or doesn't make any sense. This is what is from these links, Einstein underscore online, National Geographic special, and if there is more, yes, I have seen more even links, and but even these mentioning these were enough, but I could even suggest more links about the incomprehensibility of the universe at that time. So let's dive into it. The universe was very compact, less than a billion year size of an atom. It's thought that at such an incomprehensibly dense, its incomprehension, it's incomprehensible at that point. Dense, energetic states, the four fundamental forces of gravity, electromagnetism, strong, weak force were forged into a single force, but our current theories haven't figured out how a single unit force would work. Our theories cannot understand it. To pull this off, we would need to know how gravity works on a subatomic level. We currently don't. So at a subatomic level, how gravity affects, we do not know that. That actually means at the quantum level, we do not know that. It's from National Geographic Special. As we are going to debate about the origin of the universe, this means that it should be, well, it's from me, and all of those things I have already discussed about that. At the t is equal to 0, we do not know what and how universe could be, in which form it was. So the next quote is, if we simply follow the prediction of Einstein theory of general relativity for the evolution of simple expanding homogeneous universe filled with matter and radiation, then our journey into the past will eventually come to an end. It means we cannot go further into the past. A point in the time where we cannot go back any further. At this point, all the galaxies that we see around us today were compressed into the region of zero volumes. Volume to a single point in a space. Since density is defined as the mass divided by volume, the density was infinite. In Einstein theory, matter influenced the way that the gravity of space and time is distorted. Obviously, we know that. And at this point of infinite matter density, the curvature of space and time was infinite. Even the density curvature of space and time was also infinite as well. Within the simple cosmological model based on general relativity, there is no possibility to go to any earlier time than this. Such a boundary of time, or more generally of the space-time, is called singularity. So you cannot go further from it. For the beginning of the universe is singularity, which is commonly called the Big Bang singularity, or simply the Big Bang. Directly afterward, there followed a period of expansion during which the temperature and density of the matter in the universe was so extreme that the current science cannot tell us what happened. We simply do not have reliable physical theories describing the properties of matter under such extreme conditions. Often, the Big Bang phase is taken to include a hypothetical period of rapid accelerated expansion called inflation. So, the inflation is even the hypothetical period. Often, the Big Bang phase is taken to include a hypothetical period of rapid accelerated expansion called inflation. We began as early as 10 raised to power minus 43 seconds after the Big Bang security, and when they are predicting it, or uh, it is actually hypothetical that at 10 raised to power minus 43 second this happened, the inflation, the Big Bang happened actually. Obviously we cannot do experiment about it. It will remain hypothesis. When you cannot do experiment, then it remain hypothesis, because experiments are the thing which actually make it theory, but I don't know how they made it theory. Anyways, on the redshift and the expansion of the universe, which actually Quran mentioned. Probably they took it from it, and they do not know anything about that. Anyway, further on that, there was a Big Bang singularity in total different question. Most cosmology would have very surprised if it turned out to be the universe really did have any infinitely dense, infinitely height, infinitely curved beginning. Commonly, the fact that a model predicts infinite value for some physical quantity indicates that the model is too simple and failed to include some crucial aspect of the real world. So, if a model has this kind of condition, then it is not representing the reality. In fact, we already know that what the usual cosmological model failed to include. What actually this model is failing, an ultra high density with the whole of the observable universe squeezed into the volume much smaller than that of an atom. We would expect quantum effect to become crucially important. So here it shifts into the quantum field of quantum energy. But the cosmological standard model do not include a full quantum version of space, time, and geometry. They are not based on quantum theory of gravity. So actually, if we see if we see the what scientists say, the theory of general relativity and quantum theory, they contradict with each other. So the quantum theory is not going to complement uh, Big Bang theory. So that's why they did not get to any uh, conclusion or any positive response. However, at the present time, we do not yet have a reliable theory of quantum gravity, and we even do not have a reliable theory of quantum gravity. While there are promising candidates for such a theory, none are developed far enough to yield reliable prediction for a very early universe. So they are promising candidate, but they so far they haven't explained anything else. Quote, thus, while some cosmologists do not have a problem with assuming that our universe began in a singular state, most are convinced that the Big Bang singularity is an artifact to be replaced by more accurate description. Many actually have no problem with this, assuming this is an assumption, but many wants this to be changed completely, to be replaced by more accurate description of once quantum gravity research has made suitable progress, to be replaced with what nobody knows for sure. In some models, we can go indefinitely far into the past. For example, in present in the spotlight text avoiding the Big Bang. So what they want, they actually want to avoid the Big Bang because it leads us to singularity. In other, the Big Bang is replaced by a beginning of the universe with which avoids all infinity, but in which time itself rather is rather different from what we are used to. Some more information about this can be found in Spotlight. Let's dive into another source. So this is another source. Cosmology, oh sorry, cosmology's greatest challenge is understanding the Big Bang itself. The sudden violent emergence of all space, time, and matter from infinitely dash point is called singularity. All the laws of physics break down. We have no reason to think that singularity would generate a universe as order as one we see. Singularity cannot produce this universe as order as we see. So, what is the answer? The God. God is the answer. That is from life sciences. The singularity is the most mysterious and problematic part of the black hole. It's where our concepts of space and time literally go no longer make sense. It doesn't make sense. Black holes region or the space of time where extreme curvature first arose as a concept of from solution to Einstein field equation, suggested by German physicist Carl Schwarzschild as he served as the frontline anyway. These solutions go as infinity and center of the region. Physicists don't like infinity as they indicate the breakdown or complete incompleteness of the model. Physicists do not like infinities because it breakdowns or incompleteness of the model or suggests something entirely unphysical. Infinity means totally unphysical. That means something really troubling and undesirable for physics. Physics do not like it. Summary is there. It is by summary. Anyways, now if we dive into the Quran, Quran says that those who do not who have those who disbelieve not consider the heaven and the earth were joint entity, and we separated them and made from water every living thing. Uh, then will they not believe? So Islam also tells this that universe was like one entity, and Allah just separated them and made them heaven and earth. Anyways, there is detail about it. The second and the heaven we constructed with strength, power, and indeed we are its expander. So we know the Big Bang. We know now the evidence of expansion and from where they concluded the Big Bang is here that Allah created the heaven with the strength and power, and we are its expander. So this is the present tense. So it's not we and we expanded it. We are expander. That means it's still going on, and science also proves this. So this is what it is about, and he is the one who created the heaven and earth in the 6 days, and earth sustenance, then heaven, and this. There is another framework like this conclusion and details about it. Why Allah created this? How Allah created this? And everything is in this debate, which I will not explain more. But the 6 days, Allah said to the heaven and earth, come into existence. They came obediently. This shows that they followed the laws of the physics, and that was their obedience. And Allah did not had to intervene completely to come them into formation, but they actually follow the laws of the physics. So Allah also explained about the laws of the physics, that these are the laws which uh, these entities, these creation actually follows by themselves. When Allah said, "Come into being," willingly or not willingly, they said, "We are coming willingly." This shows that they followed fundamental rules of their own to come into existence. So that's how Allah created the universe. So there is an answer for everything in this. And the 6 days, what I have understood about that the universe, when Allah is talking about heaven and the earth, heaven probably means, I'm not sure about that because it is not the uh, contemporary, or you can say that from the oldest classical scholars, that this is the interpretation because they did not know about the cosmology of this time. But we can conclude it right now. The heaven means probably the space and time, and the earth means all the physical matter exists in the universe, because Allah said the universe was like smoke, and we created the skies, the heavens with it, and the earth was created as well. And Allah is saying that the earth and heaven were together. So, and we also know that if single star or even single atom is disturbed from the whole universe, it disrupts the balance of universe. So every single atom in the universe is a complement to each other. They are necessary for each other. So the whole universe is actually the part of the earth, or you can say that they are necessary for the earth, for earth to come into existence. So I could say that Allah created the whole matter. First he created the matter, and sky were developing as well at the same time, because he mentioned in the verse that uh, together he mentioned them together, that he created the earth and heaven as well. It's not like the order is not like that. We can get many deduction or many conclusions from the verses, but one of this is as well. So, and Allah is saying that he created heaven with the power, and still, and he is its expander. So because the space is still expanding, so probably Allah is talking about that. So if we see that the earth was created first, then in the sustenance period, which is second phase, like 4.6 billion, if we take 13.8 billion into divided by 3, like it is mentioned here, then there are three epochs according to Islam. Each epoch is divided into 2 days, and we can further divide it into six epochs, and each 1 to 4.6 billion, the earth and the every matter was created, and at the end of this period, earth was actually formed. Then from 4.6 to the earth initial state was there, but sustenance was delivered. And what we say about sustenance is that the water was delivered, the iron was delivered, the carbon was delivered, or whatever the elements were, oxygen, nitrogen, iron, carbon, these elements were delivered to the earth in the second stage. Here we can have the Big Bang at the t is equal to 0. Nothing existed before the first atom formed. Star burns, supernova, these explosive force, heavy elements, these everything was in the periodic table contained, and the raw material of the physical universe is produced in this book. Here, hence, here it becomes the power the solar system began from the debris of the dead solar at exactly 4.6 billion year. Each itself begins forming at the 4.5 billion year ago. This is precisely at the boundary between one epoch to two epoch, not approximately, not roughly. Exactly at the transition point, then during this epoch, comets delivered water, meteors deliver iron, stellar explosion deliver carbon, oceans like this kind of thing in 3.8 billion years ago. Everything Earth needed to sustain life delivered in this epoch. This is called Aqwat sustenance. Then the third one is Allah is talking about the heavens and which are still expanding. So that means the physical world is already being established in the form of what is needed, but heaven is actually taking them far away. So heavens are still, there are still seven heavens, and we can say that at the Big Bang, probably the first, second, third, fourth, seventh heavens already created at that time, but the first heaven actually having it if we see it, but we haven't seen further far into the universe other than 10 billion light year. So we do not know what is after that. So probably after the seventh heaven, it is still expanding, and we can see the galaxies, the stars are moving on the path. So that means probably the material which was needed or which were created from the Big Bang is already there on the seventh sky, and the the remaining which are remaining behind are also moving away. So the stage is also already set, and things are moving, and we are observing it like now. So, and we cannot have full picture because our instruments are not enough to have full picture, but Islam has given the full picture. My opponent response was, well, a religion is different from science. People are free to believe whatever they want, but it is important to acknowledge that sometime a religious book like the Quran should be taken subjectively rather than objectively. Anyways, you can take it subjectively, but when we compare it objectively with the objective reality, and it coincides with it, uh, it is compatible with it, then why do not we take it as a subjective? Because it is parallel to a subjective objective reality. So it is a weak argument that we should take it subjectively. But if we take it objectively, it also fulfills the requirement. Then why do not take subjectively objectively? Because objective reality is what subjective religion is giving the truth about, is giving us. And the Big Bang, NASA science according to this is the Big Bang has likely happened, and he is accepting the Big Bang likely happened, but still he is in doubt. Some Muslims even believe the Big Bang theory and not the Quran when it comes to how the universe was made. And this is the false claim, and this is irrelevant, that they accept the Big Bang and they do not accept the Quran. While and the spelling of the Quran is galat. It's Quran. Anyway, whatever. So when they accept the Big Bang, the Quran also tells about the Big Bang as well. So it is same. Sorry for this very short response. This is best I could come up with. Well, this is what he could come up with. Anyways, this was the first round of the debate, and I will add more. There are still 4 rounds to go, and I hope there would be good debate. Maybe in the next argument he would present something good, but let's see. This was the uh, actual debate about the origin of universe. Anyways, I will summarize this and I will give the arguments about origin of universe in more videos, because this topic is not something which could be uh, covered in one video, one stream. And the thing is that science and religion is, I think religion even present more better explanation about the universe, while science at least it is close to it. I would not say that it is more better than Islam. It's less than that, and this is what I am claiming in this debate, that Islam presents or gives more better explanation about the universe than the science gives, or human can perceive through their knowledge or their instrument. They cannot understand it more betterly than we Muslim do or the Quran explains. So I think this is a testing stream, and I don't know about the quality of the stream, because it is the I'm doing it after a very long time. I hope the stream was good, and I will make more streams, and please support me, and I will make more content, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi.